In response to Donald Trump's call to ban Muslim immigration to the entirety of the United States, several countries are now talking about banning him in various forms. First of all, a letter was sent from 37 of the opposition legislators in Israel's lawmaking body, saying while other world leaders condemn the racist and outrageous remarks of the Republican presidential candidate, Netanyahu embraces him. And they're talking about Donald Trump's planned trip to Israel, where he's supposedly going to meet with Netanyahu for a lovely little chat. And they're saying he should not be allowed to do that. And then another group doesn't want him to even be able to physically set foot inside of their legislative building. Until we figure out the danger posed by neo-Nazis such as Trump, we cannot let him enter the Knesset. So he doesn't have any plans yet to enter there, but if he chooses to, they're going to try to ban him. And they're mocking his words there.
So I love that even Israeli legislators are like, hey, take it easy on the Muslims.
Yeah. Totally. By the way, that's a third of their legislature.
Right.
That's the equivalent of like 150, I'm bad at math, but 150 congrresmen signing a letter.
Now, of course, remember that 20% of Israel are Arab Israelis. So they're Muslims as well. This is the third largest party in Knesset is an Arab Israeli party. And so now, meanwhile, Michael Oren, who's part of Netanyahu's government, says that they're going to meet with him anyway, but they're going to express deep reservations about the offensive nature of his remarks.
Oh, yeah.
So remember, there's a lot of left-wingers in Israel. There's a lot of moderates in Israel, right? So they're just as offended by Trump as we are, bless their hearts. It just happens to be that the right-wingers are now in charge in Israel. So Netanyahu's like,
yeah,
you're crazy right-wing, I'm crazy right-wing.
He's like, really, you're attacking Donald Trump? This isn't even as bad as the stuff I said before our last election about Arab Israelis. But they're not the only ones. There's also a gigantic petition going around in the UK. Now, this is text from the actual petition saying the UK has banned entry to many individuals for hate speech. The same principle should apply to everyone who wishes to enter the UK. There should be no distinction for rich or poor, powerful or weak. And so the petition, as of, I believe, this evening, had gotten over 300,000 signatures. And any petition that gets more than 100,000 is considered by Parliament's Petitions Committee, which weighs whether to send the petition for debate by lawmakers in Parliament. So there's a chance that might actually be considered.
Well, you know, in a lot of European countries, what Trump said would be illegal.
Yes.
So they don't have the same freedom of speech that we do, and they outright ban hate speech.
Yeah.
And so some of the speech that he's had, not just against Muslims, but against Mexicans and other groups, could easily be classified as hate speech, and in some European countries could get him locked up.